Hey, I'm Gina Mizell here with Letourneau. We are at Oregon State Football Media Day, where we just finished up talking to players and coaches here at Reser Stadium, and again, a kind of a low-key casual setting to just talk about the upcoming season. But the biggest newsy element that came out of the session today was that junior college running back Tim Cook, who is expected to be in the mix for some immediate playing time, he is out for the season with an undisclosed injury. Chris Brown, another running back who was expected to be Stormwood's backup, he is on the mend as well with an injury, but it's expected to be ready after a few practices, be ready by the season opener. So that's kind of the biggest newsy element we learned today. How does that impact things, not just for the Beavers tomorrow when they take the field for practice, but moving forward as well? Well,
for practice beginning tomorrow, it means that they're going to start out with only 3 running backs in camp. Obviously Storm Bars Woods, Damian Haskins, and then Deltron Sands, the freshman. You would guess that Haskins would get the 2 reps, Sands would get the 3. And then going forward, it just means less reps for those guys. You know, Cook being out, I think, could be an important thing, given the fact that Cook was a big physical bruising running back that I think could have kind of given this group a different element. They have a lot of speedsters. I think he would have definitely been in the mix there. So that's definitely a hit. And then it's going to be interesting to see how Brown comes along. He's a guy who I think could maybe not challenge Storm Bars Woods for the starting job, but definitely be a significant cog.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we got a chance to talk to a lot of players, a lot of coaches, covered a bunch of topics. It sounds like you asked all the players what's the biggest challenge heading into 2015. What did you learn from this?
I got variations
players?
Pretty much of the same answer,
okay.
Which was youth. And the fact that they're so young, and a lot of them talked about because they are so young and kind of green that they lack confidence and they need to believe in themselves. And they talked a lot about the preseason poll, media poll that picked them last in the North, and they're using that as motivation, and they believe that they're better than that.
Obviously, one of those young guys is quarterback Seth Collins, one of 3 freshmen competing for the starting job, but he's the true freshman of the group, and this was the first time we got a chance to talk to him. He was off limits all throughout spring practice, but it was interesting kind of seeing him interacting with the media. There was somebody from the athletic department kind of shadowing him throughout the whole day. What were your impressions of just getting a chance to talk to him for the first time?
He was definitely nervous, which is understandable.
Very nervous was what I was
for
told.
A freshman, given the fact that it was a pretty large media scrum surrounded him. It was his first time talking to the media, but he also at the same time seemed pretty confident. He said that he doesn't read the stories written about him, and he feels ready for this opportunity, but that he does know that it's not necessarily his job to lose, that it's no one's job at the moment. So you know, it was definitely I think a learning experience for him. But you know, Sean Mannion, remember a few years ago, was pretty nervous as well when he was thrown in the mix starting and having to talk to media, so it's very understandable.
The Beavers take the field for the first practice of fall camp on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. It's an open practice, so if you want to show up and get a first look at the Beavers, you can do that, but we will give you all the reports, not just today, but throughout fall camp. So for Letourneau, I am Gina Mizell. Keep it here on OregonLive.com and read the Oregonian every day.